Okay, so right now I'm standing in this ginormous open pit, and right behind me there's an adit. Apparently there was an underground mine here, and then they turned it into an open pit, but there's still some remnants of the tunnels that used to be a part of the mine here, so let's go have a look at them. It's really hot outside and it's really nice and cool inside these tunnels. That way actually looks like it breaks through to the outside, but I'm gonna go straight ahead first. See, there's some timbering right there, and this mine is pretty easy to get to. So there's some graffiti in it, and there's some piece of piping right here, maybe for air. And right there's a stope with an ore chute coming down. That's a really cool thing to find. And it's not clogged, which is kind of nice because most of them are clogged. And down here there's a winze that goes down to a second level. The guys that I'm exploring with have already went ahead down there, and straight ahead this looks like, or it looks like there was another chute here at one time, and that's daylight up there, so that stope breaks through to the surface. And going this way, that's a dead end right there, and based on this X on the wall, I'm guessing this is a dead end as well. Yep. Alright, so I'm gonna go down to that second level and start filming there. Okay, so that's looking at the winze that I just came down, and it's just dead ends down there about 30 feet, but I'm on a drift level right now. And right here, this is actually a loading chute for a skip car. A skip car would come down here and it would put it in this wooden chute and then shovel the ore down into the skip. And I don't know what this piece of wood is. I'm not entirely certain what that could be, but that might be part of the chute itself. I'm not too sure, but this is a big awesome stope right here. You can see there's this one stall right there, and that connects to the level I was at before. And up here is something really awesome. This is a loading platform. Okay, you can see there's a chute right there, and they must have pulled an ore cart under here, and they'd dump rocks into it. And going around it, I haven't checked this part out yet. This is the other side of that loading chute. I'm guessing they had a wheelbarrow or something, and then they dump it down into the ore cart. And let's see where this drift goes. Well, apparently not too far. But it was a neat mine nonetheless, and there's still that one drift right near the entrance that I gotta check out. Okay, so this is the drift that's right by the portal of the mine, and you can see that there are some stopes that break out through the surface right there. It's a really cool shot with the natural lighting. Let me turn my lights down. And yeah, it's kind of rare having a drift level so close to the surface like this. It's all because they open pitted the mine. And the stope does continue this way into another skylight. And there's sort of a winze that goes down there, but it's a dead end. There's a bunch of trash down there. And right there's the other opening of the stope to the outside, and going over here, it's a dead end. So we're about 100 feet down in this mine shaft in Randsburg, and here's a view of the ladderway. Looking down, it just goes down about 12 feet to a platform, and then there's another ladder and platform below that. And This is looking up the shaft. Up towards the surface, you can't really see it because the platform's blocking it, but there's this ventilation pipe right next to the shaft running down it. So they had to pump a lot of air down in here, and there is a short drift on this side of the shaft, but as you can see it's completely backfilled with rubble. And before I forget, I'll show you the timbering on the side of the shaft. There's sort of like a cavity here. I don't know why they cleared it out, but gives you a really nice view of the timbering. And the drift continues this way, so let's go check it out. So off to the left, it's just a dead end, but you can see they're chasing some sort of ore vein right here. I'm not sure what kind of rock or what kind of mineral that is, but let's keep going down the main drift of this level. This is not a collapse, this is partially backfilled right here. You can see there's a lone timber right there, and okay, here's a backfilled section, but you can see they stacked rock right here to hold back the fill. And looking beyond it, I can see the end about 30 feet back, so that's it for this level. It's pretty disappointing, but hopefully the levels get bigger as we go down. Alright, so it turns out that the shaft just goes down another couple hundred feet and then stops in like a small stope, so I'm not gonna go down there. All my exploring buddies are heading up, so we're gonna make our way out of this mine. It was kind of disappointing. It looked really promising from the surface, but I guess the investment didn't pay out. But this timbering here is still amazing to see. And you can see how it was timbered by, they'd have sets, and the one at the top would be anchored firmly to the ground, and then each set of timbers would be suspended onto the one above it. You can see that that's the connection point right there. So this set right here is basically hanging onto the one above it, and so on and so on. And that's pretty much how they timbered most mine shafts. That was the preferred way of doing it.